Are you feeling down and out and depressed? Then you have to lift your brain in order to lift that depression. So the pandemic's lightening up, and maybe you're suffering the aftermath of the pandemic, and you're just feeling depressed, lethargic, just unmotivated. There's one thing you can do. You want to lift your brain. So how do you lift your brain, right? Simple technique: smile. Smiling is the best technique that can lift your brain, because when you smile, that triggers your brain to secrete certain chemicals that's going to make you lift your depression. It's going to make you happier. It's going to make you more motivated. So smile every day. Force to smile, even if you don't want to. It is impossible for you to be depressed if you're smiling all the time. So force that smile, 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 smile throughout the day, every day, and watch your depression get lifted. Follow me here on TikTok.
I was trying to heal my body from cancer and joint pain and inflammation. I was very depressed and very anxious about my cancer diagnosis, and after cancer treatment I was having a hard time waking up in the mornings and getting out of bed without pain in my feet and my hands, and bending down and standing back up was very hard sometimes because of the joint pain. It's almost 180. The pain in my hands and my feet are virtually gone. I can get down and get back up almost like nothing. I'm actually able to exercise, lift weights, and do some strength training to give me an opportunity to take a little time to myself and kind of heal my mind as well as my body. But everybody here is so invested, I think, in at least my personal story. They're always encouraging to me, they're always helpful to me, they're always listening to me when I'm upset or if I'm scared or concerned, and it's a nice place to be.
And today's quote is, "The man who says he can and the man who says he can't are both correct." So this is what I mean by it is impossible for any of us to be wrong, because we are always right. Now the result is different, because when there's two folds to this. So if you believe, the first I would say point to this is, if you believe that you can do something, then obviously you're going to be able to do it, because you're going to figure out every single way for you to do it. And if you think that you can't do something, then you're going to find every single excuse why you can't do it. And therefore, it will result in you not doing anything. So, that's Confucius was trying to say, that what we believe in right here will dictate the result that comes out. And so what are some things that you have been thinking that you can't do? Maybe it's time to shift that thinking to thinking you can, because when you actually make that shift up here, it actually starts releasing certain chemicals in your body that makes you physically able to do what you thought you can't do. So, and the start starts up here. It doesn't start with finding, who do I need to talk to? What do I need to research? It doesn't even start there. It actually starts in your brain. Just that little switch from thinking you can from you can't to now you can will make a huge, big difference. And so when we start thinking about things that we can do, we actually become so much more productive. And we actually contribute to our society, we contribute to our family, our loved ones and friends. So, let's switch that thinking to we can versus we can't, right? And there's so many folds to this. And but I would say, it's really whatever, like health, right? Since we help people improve their health, their quality of life. And so what are some things that you thought you couldn't do? Now, if you have never been able to run a 1,000-mile marathon, you probably won't be able to do it right now. I mean, could you train for it? Oh yeah, you could. So there are some realistic, and I would say realistic is in time frame, right? Because you can do whatever you want to do. It's just a matter of how in the time frame that you can do it, right? So those are the things. But again, we're going to the details. That's defeats the purpose. The point of this was that to change your mindset to think that you can, and allow those chemicals to be released in your brain and then in your body, which will result in a physical result, a physical response. So the change is in here, right? And so today I was talking to a patient about weight loss, and weight loss, the first step is, and I talked about this yesterday, on the Treatment Tuesday about weight loss. The first step of having a successful weight loss is to think that you can, right? You can do it. Whether you need help, how much help, that doesn't really matter too much. The core belief is that you got to think that you can lose weight. And not so that you can lose the weight, your body can lose the weight. You got to think that your body can lose the weight, and then that's going to start stimulating chemicals that will allow your body to physically start shedding weight, right? This may sound like some, foo-foo and some hocusy-pocusy type of thing, but if you can, this is the people who have seen the change, the dramatic shift. The people that have tried the diet, the exercise, but they just haven't switched that mindset shift, and the people who have experienced when they switched it, they actually started losing weight. They didn't change anything about their diet, they didn't change anything about their exercise, they didn't change anything about their routine, they just made the mental shift. That mental shift made the big difference. I would like to say this is a little more advanced weight loss and helping you lose weight. The beginners part of helping yourself lose weight is the diet and exercise. That's really the beginners part. The advanced part is up here. How do we change the chemicals, the hormones that are being released in your body? That all starts here, like Confucius said. If the man who thinks he can and the man who thinks he can't, they're both right. So you're always right. So the key is, what do you want to be right about, right? What result do you want to be right about? Because you're always going to be right. So that's the question of today. And this is Jimmy Yin, acupuncturist, nutritionist, and herbalist from Achieve Integrative Health. I just want you to remember, everything in life is achievable.